Hi Virgo, this is Amy with Wisdom and Fate Tarot, and I'm here today to do a general reading for mid-December 2017 to mid-January 2018. So I hope you are all doing well, and Happy New Year. New Year's is coming up during this time period. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays, I guess, in general. Not everybody celebrates Christmas. And, some people's New Year's are a little bit different, especially if you're in like China. It's just different. So, okay, I think that your reading is mostly relationship related. When I look at these cards, I get some strong messages about relationships. So we're going to go mostly relationship, but this is for a general audience, so there are a lot of you. If this doesn't resonate, please watch your moon sign and your rising sign videos, because some months they will make more sense than your sun sign. So the first card that I pulled for you is the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is about equality. And I believe this is equality in relationships. It's about give and take. So if you are in a relationship and you are taking, you're not giving as much as the other party, then please try to do your best and give back. You can't always be the person that is taking and never giving any of their energy or time or making any effort. Like, there's to be equal effort on both sides. So keep that in mind. And if you're in a relationship where you feel like you're constantly giving and you're not receiving anything, then that is a red flag for you. That is a red flag that maybe this is not the right relationship and maybe you shouldn't stick around. So just, keep that in mind also. The next card is the Lover's card. This is a nice card. Sometimes this is about having to make an important decision when it comes to love. Other times it is about a relationship that is divinely guided, a relationship that is basically approved from like the spirit world, depending on what you believe in. But there is an angel in this card, which means that you are being protected, and this is divinely guided in some way. Sometimes they say this is the Gemini card, so you could be dealing with someone who is a Gemini. You don't have to, though. And other times it's about just making a decision, a very important decision when it comes to love. And, for some of you, not all of you, I'm getting like a strong message that you may be trying to figure out who you want to actually be with at this time. Like maybe there's a couple people that you've been juggling, but not for all of you. That's a small percentage of you. There's a few of you out there that are having this issue. And, the two people are completely opposite. And there are certain things that you like about the one, but there's other things you like about the other one. Like, they are so different. They both bring different things to the table that you just can't make up your mind which you think is better. And that might be why there's not equal give and take, because you don't have enough energy to go around, and that could be a real problem. So, if you do have to make a decision, try to make it pretty quickly, because, it's never good to juggle people. It really, truly isn't. And it takes a lot of your energy, and it's just not fun. It really isn't. It might be fun at the time, and then later on it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It's just not a good idea. Trust me, it's not. Because the next card is the Three of Swords, and I really hate this card, but someone is going to get their heart broken. And, it could be because there are a couple different people in your life, But it could just be that maybe the two people find out about each other and you end up being the one that's heartbroken. But that's why I'm saying you don't want to juggle people. You know, you want to decide who is the better fit for you, and, you know, you need to stick with one. you need to stick with one. I mean, a lot of you are going to listen to this and you're going to laugh and you're going to say, she's totally wrong. You know, I enjoy juggling people. You know, no one's going to find out about the other, and I'm just going to keep doing whatever it is I'm doing, and that's up to you. There's nothing I can do about that, but my advice is to not do that. My advice is to figure out who is the best fit for you and just go with one person. The next card is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a good card because this lady has her head on straight. She's emotionally content. She's also very nurturing and caring. She reminds me of like the motherly type, you know. So maybe some of you need to be around your mother at this time. You know, maybe you need this kind of person around you. Or maybe one of, you know, maybe someone you're dealing with, and, you know, not for all of you. Some of you are just dealing with one person maybe, or you might meet someone if you're single, and they might be of a water sign. And they might be very caring and very nurturing and like really good for the soul. And that would probably be a good person for you because you are an earth sign. Water signs and earth signs tend to really gel well together. And water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So, you know, if you're dealing with someone with that sign, they're probably a very good fit for you. And if you're trying to decide between two people, you know, maybe there's like an air sign and a water sign, and they are very opposite people. Just really get very clear about what it is that you think will be the better fit for you. But I'm going to go more towards water for you. Okay, the next card is the Eight of Swords, and this is about becoming very clear about things. It's about taking your blinders off. Sometimes they say, you know, you might have your rose-colored glasses on, you only want to see the good, and you don't want to see the bad in people. So just get very real about things. You know, not everyone is perfect. You're never going to find someone that checks all the boxes. You know, if you made a list of everything you wanted in a partner, you're never going to find someone that makes 100% of those. I mean, it's just like almost impossible. But you can find someone who meets most of them. Because that would be good for anyone. You know, no one's perfect. It's just the way it is. So take the rose-colored glasses off, take the blinders off, get very clear. See people for their good and see people for their bad. And, you know, if you feel like you can't make a decision or whatever because, you know, remember, you are loosely bound with these. You can just tear them right off. They're just bandages that, you know, you think are holding everything together, and you can't move, but you can move and you can tear these off. So, you know, just do it. This is urging you during this time between now, which today is December 23rd. I've been having a hard time getting everyone's mid-months out because of the holidays. I've been busy myself. I've been going in 20 million different directions. So December 23rd to the middle of January, you know, I would say by the middle of January, make a decision. Take a couple weeks and just really get clear. Maybe wait till the holidays are over and make a decision. And if you're only dealing with one person and they're checking most of the boxes, then stick with that person. Okay, the next card is the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is about long term. So, you know, if you are dealing with someone, kind of consider how they fit into your life long term. Can you see yourself with this person in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years? I think a lot of you are really looking long term. You know, like, how long can I put up with this idiot? No, I'm just joking about that. Not idiot. But how long can I, be with this person? How does this person fit in my life? I was just joking. But yes, do you see yourself being with this person in 10 years? Or however long, you're considering. Because I also pulled the Three of Wands, and this is about expansion. When it comes to work, it's the entrepreneurial card, but when it comes to relationships, it's about expansion. So some of you might be thinking about starting a family. So, if you're thinking about marriage, you're thinking about having children, that person better fit long term into your life. So, that's something to consider too. And for others, you might really be getting a job promotion or thinking about doing something entrepreneurial. But I think most of you, it is relationship. Maybe you are looking long term because you want to start a family. And the last card is the Star card. And this is about staying optimistic and staying hopeful. And this is very important. If you decide to go into a long-term relationship, you are going to have to be optimistic. You are going to have to be hopeful. A lot of people don't believe that things are going to work out. So it is best to be like this. At least be hopeful about it. Be positive. Don't think it's just not going to work. But yeah, I think, this can affect each and every one of you a little bit differently because there's so many people I'm doing this reading for. Like, the only way you can get a very clear reading specifically for you is if you get a reading that is done just for you. So, there's different scenarios here because there's so many people. But it is relationship focused. I hope most of you are in a relationship and there is equal give and take. And you do see that person in your life long term. And you do want to take your relationship to another level. But for others of you, you might be dealing with more than one person. And it is time, if you are doing that, to make a decision so that nobody gets their heart broken. And also, and this is the other scenario, if you are dealing with a person or you meet someone, maybe you're single and you meet a new person, and this person and you are really hitting it off and getting along, and you're thinking, oh, well, maybe this could be long term, but I don't know, it never works out. Stay optimistic and positive. You got this card. But some of you may have been heartbroken in the past. And that might be why you're thinking it's not going to be long term. It never is. It never works, Don't be like that. Try to get beyond that. Not every relationship is going to end in heartbreak. The reality is a lot of them do, but not every single one will. And I think you guys are going to be okay. I really do. I think the majority of you are going to be fine. And I just think a lot of you are still recovering from something. Maybe a terrible breakup. So, if that resonated, that is awesome. If not, like I said in the beginning of the video, watch your moon sign and your rising sign videos. And if you have any questions for me, I will leave my email in the description box below this video. Enjoy the holidays, and I will see you again in 2018. We're only, 8 days away? So I will see you again in 2018. Take care, and thanks for watching.